together for Mr. Anthony Butler.
Can't you see I'm screaming? I'm Stephen from a broken dream and I need help without saying words. Help, that one you must have heard. Help that I kept in the inner me. I doubt that I could be a winner, so I settle for a sinner. See, pay attention. I intentionally do risky things to bring your eyes on me. So look, my past was a challenge, obscure, anonymous. The present is hectic. Squeezing me, the drama gets pressed in my future. It doesn't look good. Dark clouds ominous. I'm in this predicament. By myself, I hear the ticking of the bombiness. Life is unstable. Several unbreakable bonds have split. Many living lies, a bunch of broken promises. I will never quit this race. I'll regroup, pray, pause. Add a comma in, this is how I cope. I grope a pen in my palm in this. Praising poet produces power pieces from my soul, just like a llama spits. I finally come to this conclusion, intricately woven, right? Me in poetry. I'm in this for life. What's up, University Academy? How are you? Hey, it is an absolute pleasure and joy to speak at your Black History Assembly. I like the theme, perseverance. I'm going to do a quick 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 countdown, spiced with poetry. First thing, in order to shake hands with destiny, let me hear you say destiny. Destiny! I got to be persevering because my destiny doesn't happen by accident. The first thing I got to do if I'm going to shake hands with destiny is I got to love myself. I got to look myself in the mirror every single day and I got to say, let me hear you say 5. 5 things I like about me. 5 things I love about me. I'm an overcomer. I'm optimistic. I'm perseverance. I got a sense of humor. I'm creative. Every single day you got to look yourself eye to eye and say at least 5 things that you like about yourself. Let me hear you say 4. 4 dreams you have. I like the skit earlier. When you put your dreams in front of you, they drive your decisions. Every single day when I have my dreams directing my steps, it's going to drive my decisions. I keep my great dreams in front of me to keep me going to the next level. Let me hear you say 3. 3 people who will support me. You're going to have haters your entire life. You're going to have public haters, private haters, professional haters, personal haters, and you got to have some people in your corner that help push you to the next level. And in order to shake hands with destiny, you're going to have some people in your corner when you got money, when you broke, when you're down and out. They're going to be there telling you to get back up. You got teachers in this audience right now, parents in this audience right now. They've been supporting you since you were a little girl or a little boy. You need to say to yourself, thank you for being in my corner. Thank you for pushing me when I don't want to push myself. Let me hear you say thank you to your support team. Hey, to the teachers right quick, tell me who didn't make it where they are without you. There are a few who can lace them up and ball in your shoes, who didn't cross your path, who wasn't affected by your craft, your scare, your stare, your you better shape up glare, glowing like lights to light up multiple worlds, inspiring boys and girls from within. So I'll say it again, tell me who like you, who's truly called and meant for this, fit for this, loved by many students who left you letters that you routinely read and make your eyes mist. Tell me who gets the power of changing nations, impacting generations. Tell me who, and I'll tell you that's you. Give it up for your teachers and your parents and your grandparents. I'm on number 2. Let me hear you say 2. 2 things I must do daily. In order to persevere and shake hands with my destiny, I got to remember the past. And I got one question for you. Where do you begin? Do you start with the trips and the ships and the whips that rip families apart? In the day, in the dark, our people were packed on boats being stalked by sharks. Where do you begin? I choose to begin with the crown. Glorious, gorgeous gowns, righteous, triumphant sounds for men, women, boys, and girls. I'll say it again. Where do you begin? Do you start with the trips and the ships and the whips that rip families apart? In the day, in the dark, people were packed in park on a boat being stalked by sharks. Let's start with the crown. Every single day we got to reflect on the people who paved the way for us. My generation had people who paved the way. The previous generation had people who paved the way. Your generation got people who paved the way. And newsflash, right now, in this room right now, you are paving the way for an upcoming generation. And I want to say one. Let me hear you say one. One quote or phrase that will inspire me to shake hands with destiny and persevere. I got to have something inside of me that keeps me lit. Because it's very difficult to light a fire in someone who refuses to get lit. Don't want to stand, so they sit. Don't want to finish, so they quit. They got bars, but they refuse to spit. It's very difficult to light a fire in someone who refuses to get lit. So every single day I got to have something going inside of me that keeps me lit. And by the way, it's about to get shady. And I'm going to throw it around like Tom Brady. And my quarterback rating might be simply amazing. So think about this. Was it in vain? The pain of fighting for years, disguising the fears is kind of weird when I reflect. The true trendsetters didn't have a fat paycheck or had a number on their back. They had scars. They were superstars with a little fame. I wonder if they shake their head and say, was it in vain? Kansas City, the heart of a nation that has similar frustrations from coast to coast, dividing lines, multiplied inequities, add in failing schools, minus many options. This drove you and I to hop in and lock in and hurl our rocks into a sea that will shake the core of our society, echoing into more individuals like you and me to transform our communities at the core. When we walk through the doors, we strive to make sure that every boy and girl will have an excellent chance to soar regardless of demographic, zip codes, and credit scores. Let me hear you say zero. 0 days to waste. 0 days to waste. Now think about this. Every single day, if I'm going to persevere and shake hands with my destiny, I got to say 5 things I love about me, 4 dreams I have, 3 people who will support me, 2 things I must do daily, 1 quote or phrase that inspires me, and I got to understand I got 0 days to be playing around with. January, February, same months, every year, we're here. Participating, celebrating, putting a pause on most of the hating. For this cause we have been waiting since last year, like clockwork. We know when geese spread their wings and fly in a massive V-shaped southern fleet that we will soon greet snow and sleet. Like clockwork. We know when peeps spread their arms and meet. The 3rd Monday in January, full of joy we leap. But give it about 1 week, will we gradually take our seats. Like clockwork. After the dancing and singing, the dropping of a few Dr. King jokes that get the host singing, attending events like this that has a tendency of bringing various individuals together like clockwork. However, for us to make real change, our clocks gotta be broke. Our clocks must not work. Consider Dr. King wrote a jolting letter from jail, Alabama. He was hit, stabbed, and shot. For us to cram a lot of good deeds into a few days, I think not. So no more robotic check-off lists saying we did this or did that, but hasn't penetrated our hearts yet. No more mechanically handling these holidays, so hollow days that have us drifting in a maze, giving courtesy claps to King and others. We go through the motions day after day, month after month, year after year, like clockwork. So just try this for once. Spontaneously meet another race for lunch and munch on each other's memories until dinner rolls in. Time will cease when we sincerely hear another person's heartbeat pain. Hearts, let me explain. Hearts emptied and drained of question and comments that often stain relations between races. We smile in each other's faces, shake hands, and go home divided. Constantly, conveniently getting together a couple of times a year when our calendars collided with mundane minutes ticking from a clock that is not heartfelt. Study the life of Dr. King and many, many others, and you'll see over and over and over how they kept doing so-called unusual, unwise, and untimely actions that characterize their call, and their primary message to us all was to take this justice and freedom outside our 4 walls. Are we getting this? No more rhetoric. Can we routinely see different ethnicities mixed with diverse opinions, spending priceless time to pick up this legacy, but it won't stand the test of time without our legs, you see, when that bullet pierced his flesh. Was the vision laid to rest? Was the dream buried in the heart of just one man? Aren't we all a part of this master plan? Is this fitting for a king? Martin and many, many others answered the call when freedom rang. And now it's our turn to pick up the phone, blaring urgent ringtones like clockwork. Appreciate you all.